there, Stella, baby.
Don't you holler at me like that. Hi, Nick.
Catch.
What?
Meat.
Where, Sammy? Where are you going?
Bowling.
Can I come watch?
Come on.
Be over soon. Hi, Eunice. How are you?
In this scene, we see what develops into the main conflict within a streetcar named Desire. Will Stella choose her new and modern husband, or choose to revert to the ways of the past and aid her sister? All of this and more within A Streetcar Named Desire by Tennessee Williams.
I'm alright. Tell Steve to get himself a poor boy sandwich because there's nothing left here.
What was that package he threw at him?
Hush now.
Oh, catch what?
What's the matter, honey? Are you lost?
They told me to take a streetcar named Desire and then transfer to one called Cemeteries and ride 6 blocks and get off at Elysian Fields.
That's where you are now.
At Elysian Fields?
This here is Elysian Fields.
They mustn't have understood what number I wanted.
What number are you looking for?
632?
You don't have to look no further.
I'm looking for my sister, Stella Dubois, Mrs. Stanley Kowalski.
That's the party. You did just miss her, though.
This? Can this be her home?
She's got the downstairs there, and I got the up here.
Oh, she's out?
You noticed that bowling alley around the corner?
I'm not sure I did.
Well, that's where she's at now, watching her husband bowl. You want to leave your suitcase here and go find her?
No.
I'll go tell her you come.
Thanks.
You welcome.
She wasn't expecting you?
No, not tonight.
Well, why don't you just go inside and make yourself at home until they get back?
How could I do that?
You own this place, so I can go let you in. It's sort of messed up right now, but when it's clean, it's real clean.
Is it?
I think so. So you're Stella's sister?
Yes. Thanks for letting me in.
Pornada, as the Mexicans say, pornada. She spoke of you.
Yes?
I think she said you taught school.
Yes.
She showed me a picture of your home place, the plantation.
Celery?
A great big place with white columns.
Yes.
A place like that must be awful hard to keep up with.
If you'll excuse me, I'm about to drop.
Sure, honey. Why don't you sit down?
What I meant to say was, I'd like to be left alone.
Oh, well, in that case, I'll make myself scarce.
I didn't mean to be rude, but...
I'll just drop in by the bowling alley and fetch her up.
I've got to keep a hold of myself. Blanche? Oh, Stella for star! Oh, now then, let me look at you. But don't let you look at me. No, not till later. Not until I've bathed and rested. And turn that overhead light off. Turn that off. I won't be looked at in this merciless glare. Come back now. Oh, my baby. Stella for star. I thought you would never come back to this horrible place. What am I saying? I didn't mean to say that. I meant to be nice about it and say, oh, a convenient location and such. Precious Lamb, you haven't said a word to me. You haven't given me much of a chance to, honey. Well, now you talk. Open your pretty mouth and talk while I look around for some liquor. I don't know. You must have some liquor around the place. Where could it be, I wonder? Oh, I spy. Blanche, you sit down and let me pour the drink. I don't know what we've got to mix with. Maybe a Coke in the icebox. Look and see. Well, no Coke, honey. Not with my nerves tonight. Where is Stanley? He's bowling. He loves it. Found some soda. He's at a tournament. Just water, baby. You did taste it. Now, don't get worried. Your sister hasn't turned into a drunkard or anything. She's just shaken up and hot and tired and dirty. Now, you sit down and explain this place to me. What are you doing in a place like this? Now, Blanche. Oh, I'm not going to be hypocritical. Never in my worst dreams could I picture all only Poe, only Mr. Edgar Allan Poe could do it justice. Out there, I suppose the gloom woodland of where? No, honey, those are the L&N tracks. No, now seriously, putting joking aside, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you write me? Why didn't you let me know? Tell you what, Blanche? Why, that you lived in such conditions. Aren't you being a little intense about it? It's not that bad at all. New Orleans isn't like other cities. This has got nothing to do with New Orleans. You might as well say, forgive me, blessed baby. The subject is closed. Thanks. You're all I've got in the world, and you're not glad to see me. Why, Blanche? Now you know that's not true. No? I've forgotten how quiet you were. You never did give me a chance to say much, Blanche, so I just got in the habit of being quiet around you. Good habit to get into. You haven't asked me how I managed to get away from school before the spring term ended. Well, I thought you'd volunteer that information, if you wanted to tell me. You thought I'd been fired? No, I thought you might have resigned. I was so exhausted by all I'd been through, my nerves broke. I was on the verge of lunacy almost. So Mr. Graves is the high school superintendent, he suggested that I take a leave of absence. I couldn't put all the details in a wire. Oh, the sponge is right through me and it feels so good. Would you like another? No, one's my limit. You sure? You haven't said one word to me about my appearance. You look fine. God love you for a liar. Daylight never exposed such a total ruin. But, yes, you put on a little weight. You're as plump as a little partridge. It's so becoming of you. Now, Blanche. Yes, it is, or I wouldn't say it. You just have to watch around the hips a little. Now, stand up. Not now. Stand up. You messy child, you spilled something on your pretty white lace collar. And about your hair, you ought to have it cut in a feather bob with your dainty features. So, you have a maid, don't you? No, with just 2 rooms, it's... What? 2 rooms, did you say? Yeah, this one and the other one. I'm going to take a little tiny bit more, sort of to put the strap on, so to speak. Then put the bottle away so I won't be tempted. I want you to look at my figure. You know, I haven't put on 1 ounce in 10 years, Stella. I weigh where I weighed the summer you left Salt Reef. The summer Dad died and you left. It's just incredible, Blanche, how well you're looking. But, Stella, there's only 2 rooms. I don't see where you're going to put me. Well, we're going to put you in here. What kind of bed is this? One of those collapsible things? Does it feel all right? Just wonderful, honey. I don't like a bed that gives much. But there's no door between the 2 rooms, and Stanley, will it be decent? Stanley's Polish, you know. Oh, yes, they're something like Irish, aren't they? Well, only not so highbrow. I brought some nice clothes to meet your friends in. I'm afraid you won't think they're very lovely. What are they like? They're Stanley's friends. Polacks? They're a mixed lot, Blanche. They're genius types. Oh, yes, types is right. Well, anyhow, I brought nice clothes, and I'll wear them. I guess you're hoping I'll put up in a hotel, but I won't be putting up in a hotel. I want to be near you. I want to be with somebody. I can't be alone, because, as you may have noticed, I'm not very well. You seem a little nervous or overwrought or something. Will Stanley like me? Because I don't want to be another visiting in-law, so I couldn't stand that. You'll get along fine together. If you just try not to, well, compare him with other men we had at home. Is he so different? Yes, he's a different species. In what way? What's he like? Oh, you can't describe someone you're in love with. Here's a picture of him. An officer? A master sergeant in the engineering corps. So those are decorations. So he had him on when you met him. I assure you I wasn't just blinded by the brass. Well, that's not what I... But of course there are things I had to adjust myself on, such as his civilian background. How did he take it when you told him I was coming? Oh, Stanley doesn't know yet. You haven't told him? He's on the road a good deal. Oh, travels? Yes. Good, I mean, isn't it? I can hardly stand it when he's away for one night. Why, Stella! When he's away for a week, I nearly go wild. Gracious! And when he comes back, I cry on his lap like a baby. I guess that's what it's meant by being in love. Stella? What? I haven't asked you the things that you probably thought I was going to ask, and so I'll expect you to be understanding about what I have to say. What, Blanche? Well, Stella, you're going to reproach me, but before you do, take in consideration that you left. I stayed and struggled. You came to New Orleans and looked out for yourself. I stayed at Belle Reve, and I tried to hold it together. I'm not meaning this in any reproachful way, but all the burden descended on my shoulders.
The best I could do was make my own living, Blanche.
I know. You're the one that abandoned Belle Reve, not I. I stayed and fought for it, bled for it, almost died for it.
Stop this hysterical outburst and tell me what's happened. What do you mean, fought and bled? What kind of...
I knew you would, Stella. I knew you would take this attitude about it.
About what? Please.
The loss. The loss.
Belle Reve? Lost, is it?
Yes.
No.
Yes, Stella.
But how'd it go? What happened?
You're a fine one to ask me how it went.
Blanche.
You're a fine one to sit there accusing me of it.
Blanche.
I took the blows in my face and my body. All of those deaths, the long parade to the graveyard, father, mother, Margaret, that dreadful way. So big with it couldn't be put in a coffin, but it had to be burned like rubbish. You just came home in time for funerals, Stella, and funerals are pretty compared to deaths. Funerals are quiet, but deaths, not always. Sometimes their breathing is hoarse, and sometimes it rattles. Sometimes they even cry out to you, "Don't let me go." Even the old sometimes say, "Don't let me go," as if you were able to stop them. The funerals are quiet, with pretty flowers, and oh, what gorgeous boxes they pack them away in. Unless you were there, at the bed, when they cried out, "Hold me," you never suspect there was a struggle for breath and bleeding. You didn't dream, but I saw, and now you sit here telling me with your eyes that I let the place go? How in the hell do you think that all this sickness and dying was paid for? Death is expensive, Miss Stella, and old Cousin Jessie's right after Margaret's. Hers. Why, the Grim Reaper had to put up his tent on our doorstep, Stella. Belle Reve was his headquarters. Honey, that's how it slipped through my fingers. Which of them left us a fortune? Which of them left us a cent of insurance even? Only poor Jessie. $100 paid for her coffin. That was all, Stella. And I with my pitiful salary at the school. Yes, accuse me. Sit there and stare at me, thinking I let the place go. I let the place go? Where were you? In bed with your Pollock.
Blanche, be still. That's enough. Where are you going?
Into the bathroom to wash my face.
Oh, Stella, are you crying?
Does that surprise you?
No way. No. But is that really how he got it?
Sure, that's how he got it. He hit the old Weatherbird for $300 on the 6-number ticket.
Don't tell him those things. He'll believe it.
Mitch, come back here.
Are we still playing poker tomorrow?
We sure are at Mitch's.
Not at my house. My mother's still sick.
Okay, at my place then. But you're bringing the beer.
Break it up down there. I made the spaghetti dish and ate it myself.
I told you and phoned you about it yesterday. Jack's beer. Oh, you must be Stanley. I'm Blanche.
Stella, sister?
Yes.
Oh. Where is she anyways?
She's in the bathroom.
Oh. I didn't know you were coming into town. Where are you from?
Why, I live in Laurel.
In Laurel? Yeah, in Laurel. Not exactly my territory. Liquor goes fast in hot weather. Have a shot?
Oh, no, I rarely touch it.
Well, some people rarely touch it, but it touches many people.
Yeah.
My clothes are sticking to me. Do you mind if I get comfortable?
Oh, no, please do.
Get comfortable is my motto.
It's mine, too. It's hard staying looking fresh, and, I haven't even washed my face or powdered it, so here you are.
You could get a cold from sitting around in damp clothing, especially after you've been exercising like bowling is. You're a teacher, right?
Yes.
What do you teach, Blanche?
English?
Wasn't ever a really good English student. How long are you going to be here for?
Oh, I don't know yet.
You going to shack up here?
I thought it would if it's not that big of an inconvenience for you all.
Good.
Traveling wears me out.
Well, take it easy then.
Wow! What's that?
Cats. Hey, Stella, baby!
Yes, Stanley?
You're going to think of me as the unrefined type, but Stella's talked of you often. You were married once, right?
Yes, when I was quite young.
What happened?
The boy died. I'm afraid I'm going to be sick.
I can make your bed rock. I can make your bed rock, girl. I I can make your bed rock. I can make your bed rock. She got that good.